Well, good morning, YouTube friends and family, and any new subscribers that may come along. There it is. It is now Thursday morning, February the 3rd, 2022. Thought I'd take a little tour around town right quick and just get a look at all the snow. And if there's anybody stuck somewhere, I'll see if I can give them a hand. I don't have a tow strap or nothing, but I got a hitch on the back, so I could pull them out possibly. Judging from the tracks, there's been a couple of people out and about, but it doesn't look like very many. Good old four-wheel drive. Can't beat it when the weather's bad. Over there to the right, that's our volunteer fire department. Don't reckon there's much danger of any fires this morning. Somebody over at the post office, so I guess people at the post office must have came in. And the Allsups is open. I see Whitney's in there working. She had to do a lot of extra hours yesterday because of the weather. Might be my future place of employment in the next week or month. Man, look how deep the snow is where they plowed it up. Wonder why there's not a traffic jam this morning. Kind of in the lane of traffic here. I won't be able to film too long because last night my camera shut off automatically by itself because of the heat. Actually, the phone itself, the temperature on the phone itself got too hot and it shut down on its own, thinking that it was fixing to malfunction. I don't know if you can tell, but this is not a clear road. That is a sheet of ice underneath here that I'm driving on right now. So, last night I wasn't sure, but I can tell now that driving along here would be pretty treacherous, not knowing that that's ice instead of snow on there. I guess there's been enough traffic to pack down the snow we had, and it's literally a sheet of ice underneath, so it requires a little more steady driving. Definitely would not want to go too fast, lose control and end up to the right over there in the ditch. Four-wheel drive is good, but you end up in the ditch with this thing, I'll probably be stuck. I suppose if I was traveling, if the road was like this all the way to where I was going, I would probably try it. You know, if I was on a trip delivering a pet or something somewhere, as long as I had plenty of supplies in the back, in case I did get stranded somewhere. In this type of weather, if you're going on any kind of road trip, it doesn't matter whether it's 2 miles or 100, you should always keep plenty of supplies in the back with you. Since I'm just here in town, I don't have anything right now. But, you know, I'm not even going a mile to the edge of town, so no biggie. The wind sure did make a lot of places where the snow drifted. And the DOT was through here yesterday and plowed, I guess. So you can see the sides of the road kind of have a buildup on them where the plow pushed the snow over to the side. City Park. Speed up on this and then try to stop. That would be bad. You can see over here at this house on the right how the snow drifted up. Oh man, he almost like up north. He almost needs to get a snowblower. Wait on this guy to come on by since I'm trying to film a little. Camera over to the side of the road and try to zoom in a little, and you can see how the snow drifted up in this park ditch over there. Now those are just drifts, of course. It didn't snow that much, but you can tell how deep it is. It looks like it's three feet deep. Oh wow, ain't that something? It's funny how the wind can blow nature around and make it seem a lot worse than it is. I got some joker coming up behind me driving like there's nothing on the road. What a damn fool. I'm going 30, which I think is plenty fast. Alright, let me get back on the road here. finish my little tour here, I will be going to the Allsup to get some milk and take back over to my house. You're not dressed for this cold weather. Ain't you freezing?
No, I got a jacket on.
You gotta go to work?
Yes, I do. We're opening at 10.
Oh, wow. I was kind of surprised about that. I couldn't resist for my little four-wheel drive. I had to go play a little.
I started saying you've been out playing.
I got my camera running, so I'm going to put a YouTube video up of the whole town.
If I get mine, I may call you.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. I come get you.
Stay safe.
Of course. Naturally. I got to stay warm for Snuggles. Friends that I made out here many years ago when I stayed out here some before. Her name is Chandra. She's happily married, but we're still friends. She was employed here in Rule at the bank when it was here, and they moved to Haskell, and I'm sure the conversation, since I had my camera running, as you heard, they're going to open like at 10 o'clock, so she's got to go to Haskell. Now, Haskell's only 10 miles, but it is a two-lane highway all the way there, and there is a hill between here and there, and a couple of sharp curves. So there's about 3 places that are kind of risky. She drives that little Scion, so it's got front-wheel drive, which is some help. So she may be just fine, as long as she goes easy, doesn't get on the gas or the brakes. I'm cruising like at 25, and I just barely have my foot on the gas. If you were measuring this, I don't think we really got more than 4 inches of snow. But because of the way the wind was blowing and all, there's like, well, you saw the snow drifts. And but the way the wind was blowing and all, in some places it makes it look really deep. I think maybe if you were to be measuring it, it would only come out to be maybe 4 inches. Could be 6 in some spots. It's kind of deceiving because of the way the snow was coming down with the wind. I'm going to drive out here just to where this slope is and turn around. There's no need for me to get stuck out here. There's a county road right here that will give me plenty of room to turn around in. Alright. As you can see, there's nobody down there, so everybody stuck on the road. Now, the county road, I ain't even, no thank you. Oh, look at that, look how the snow drifted up over there. So that road, I wouldn't even try to go down that. No way. Not even my little four-wheel drive. It's an SUV. It's not one of these big ranch trucks that's high up off the ground. I don't think it could clear the where the snow was drifted. So that's why I'm staying on the paved highway. Those are all dirt roads, and they're not maintained, of course, in bad weather. So no, not even going to try that one. No, thank you. So far, I'm at almost 17 minutes. Last night, I got about 30 minutes in when the phone actually cut off by itself. I want to see if I can get back into town and go out west towards the river bottoms, because west of town, there's a real steep drop-off. Well, for here, it's kind of steep, for this type of weather. If it's just dry, dry streets, there's nothing to even blink an eye at. But since it's got a coat of ice on it, I think I'll go out there just to look down towards the river and make sure I don't see anybody stranded down there. Got a 30-minute video from last night. I've been trying to upload all day and all night last night, but since I wasn't sitting over at my house with an actual internet connection on the Wi-Fi, it still says I have 30 hours before it'll finish uploading. So it'll probably be the same way with this one. When I try to upload it, I'll do it over at the house with the actual internet connection, but it'll probably still take a little while since I'm not directly hooked into the router and it has to go through the Wi-Fi. And I'm going 25 miles an hour. And I'm not even doing any sliding really. It's just, if I am, I can't feel it. I have to hold on to the steering wheel a little tighter when I come across one of those areas that has a drift across the road. See, we're almost at 20 minutes. See if I can get out to the west. I want to check that slope out. I doubt there's anybody out there, but you never know. This is westbound on 380 going towards the west side of town. As far as the road conditions, it looks about the same as the other directions. And from my non-meteorological educated guess, the sky looks like it's fixing to let loose with a bunch more snow coming this way from the west to this direction. Because those clouds look pretty dark and pretty thick. And it's 8:44, so it's not like it's just now coming the sun up. do something, if I had to do a quick maneuver, no, I would be off of the road in no time at all. But there's nothing out here that would make me have to do a fast maneuver, so I'm not worried about it. I did turn off my traction control, which enables all four wheels to stay turning, whether I'm slipping or not. This vehicle has that smart four-wheel drive in it, and like if I'm on an unlevel ground and one tire's off the ground, it directs the power to the other tires and wheels to have more traction. When I turn that off, it allows all four wheels to be in gear, engaged, for lack of a better term. And gives me, on something like this, with the traction control off, it's actually better. Do the same thing if you're traveling in sand, on a sandy road. You want your traction control off so all of your tires are spinning at the same time. Drop-off is on the road. There's an old abandoned farmhouse on the left and a little turn road on the right up here that I can turn around at. And almost on a clear day, you can see all the way down to the river from up here, where there's a nice long bridge across the Brazos River. Let off the gas and slow down. There's nobody behind me or in front of me, so there's no reason to keep my foot on the gas. Just slow down gradually where I can kind of get a view all the way down to the bottom up there. Let's see. I'm not going to go down the hill because I don't want to be someone like the unlucky one who manages to get stuck. This is just a sheet of ice, friends. There's nothing to get traction on. This is just pure ice in the middle and on the sides here. And I don't want to be the one and only one to get stuck, so there's nobody out here. It's not very steep, you know, so it's not that big a deal, but I'm going to turn around. But way off in the distance is the Brazos River. And a long bridge that goes across it, but I don't see anybody down there, so I'm going to head back into town. Made my turnaround there, no problem. Minutes and my phone is getting pretty warm, so I'm going to end this video and I'll try to get it uploaded sometime today. It's even my Wi-Fi connection with the internet seems to be awfully slow and having difficulty uploading videos to my YouTube channel. I will also put it on my Facebook channel, or Facebook page rather, whenever I get it uploaded, so I can it won't let me put the video on Facebook by itself. I have to do it through my YouTube channel because it's so